All right, the team rounded up some oldie throwback pictures in celebration of our 20-year anniversary of the brand. I was just handed a phone with some OG old pictures on it. I'm about to run through them and share some memories with you. Oh my goodness, this still looks like Hudson. This is baby Hudson. This is actually my third store, by the way. We opened in a little tiny 400 square foot shop. And this is funny, we probably have like no photos of it. I'm like, did we even have iPhones then? I don't know. It was so long ago. Maybe we did. Maybe I didn't have one. I don't know. But this is the third store. First store is 400 square feet, so tiny. But this was like, obviously time had gone on. This is baby Hudson, who came with me to work all the time. I didn't have like a nanny or babysitter or anything. It was just like bring the baby to work was how we rolled it out at CJLA. And Huddy would come with me at a couple girls that also worked in there while I was doing buying or doing sourcing, but a lot of the time it was me and baby Hud in the shop. So it's pretty sweet. He still looks like the same person, but the man version. It's true. This is awesome. This is the like OG logo of Carly Jean Boutique. And my mom actually designed, my mom's actually a graphic designer. My mom designed the original logo of CJLA. When we first started, we owned it together. We only owned it together for about 6 months. And then I took CJLA over when it was actually more CJB, Carly Jean Boutique. And she was just a great cheerleader of the concept and was always there to help. She always made my flyers and my signs and all the things. And I thought this was pretty big time that we had a decal logo on the window. That was pretty legit. It's pretty legit to have that. Okay, this next one, this is Selfie, 20-year-old Selfies right here. This is fun. I feel like I always would change out this little mirror spot. This is where everyone kind of came out of the fitting room and can see stuff. You can also see, we were having fun with some vintage. This was 20 years ago, a little wild. But I still have on like my classic black tank back there. Some little vintage shorts. I love these fun pieces. Vintage is so fun. So you'll have to check out Love Lost and Found because I'm bringing back some vintage love in the mix here at CJLA. Okay, the next one, I'm like, I want that bag actually at the bottom of the mannequin if that's available. I'd still like that. This is just so fun. I love this. Like, this was such a special shop. I think that's the one challenge to being online, hence why we're always having parties and events. There's just something special about being together. So I'm seeing some lady checking out there in the back, which is fun to be in person. I feel like that's our little form of like DMs, chatting with y'all, connect with y'all, helping you guys get dressed. But yeah, fun shop, really sweet memories in this place. That rug I also would like to. I'd like to find where that went because that'd be good in the house. This picture, I don't know how we did this, really looking at this picture. Like I'm like exhausted looking at it. This was the norm. For the first few years of opening CJLA online, like when you open an online store, how do people know that you have an online store? Like you have to tell people about an online store. And so we didn't have a ton of money to market it or do paid advertisements or all sorts of things like that. So how we marketed and how we got the word out that we existed was pop-up shops. And that included renting a U-Haul every month, loading that U-Haul up, and then asking every friend in Los Angeles that I knew that had a house big enough to host people if I could come over, turn their living room into a shop for the day. I was like, I'll bring the food, the store, all of it. And we would do it all in like, I don't know, 8 hours. I'd like make charcuterie boards and load up a truck, drive to the location, unpack, set up the shop, do the shop, and then tear the thing down and come back and unpack it. It was good times, but it was also like, oh my gosh, I want a nap just looking at this picture. This was fun time. This is Secret Shop at my house. This is when CJLA was literally in the front room of my house. I would open up on Fridays for Secret Shop, and you would get just like first dibs before it went online that you would come and shop it in person. Good times. I would literally make like a salad and some cold brew coffee, and it would be a little party every Friday afternoon. So sweet times. This is fun. Also a lot of work in this little tight space. And then we were packing and shipping orders out of here too. So I don't know. I look back sometimes like I don't really know how it happened, but I'm glad it did. This was also some OG packing and shipping days. I remember being like very proud of this picture. Like, I was like, we've got 8 orders. Like, this is a big deal. This is like, this needs to be documented. So, just sweet times. Like, I feel like so much love and so much time went into everything here at CJLA, but that like packing and shipping right off the kitchen table was a sweet, sweet time. And I'm glad that we have hands to help us now, because we would die. Again, here's like 6 orders. I'm super pumped about these, and it was a big deal. So that dress, I think I might also still have in my closet. Nothing like a classic little summer maxi. I feel like we're still making things kind of like that. The hat, I'm always like, it's still cool 10, 20 years later. Pop-up shops, that's my living room. That is a little invitation for a Christmas pop-up that my mom made, I'm sure. And yeah, my house was another like location of CJLA for a long, long time. So it's a homey brand for sure. I still have the tank top in this picture. I love it. It's like my favorite like workout tank. It was also a tank that I think, no, that's a different tank. But I was gonna say, it looks like a tank that Candace, our friend Candace Cameron, wore this like New York to LA, same company. It was the same thing. And that was a really sweet time. She shared about us and low-key helped spread the word in a really sweet way at the time. So that was a fun one. That jacket, also that outfit, I wear that outfit today. Like, that's fun and cool. It's still happening. I love this rack. I still love this rack. I also would, if I could have this fabric and all these things right now, I would put this right back on the website right now, which I feel like is fun. It's fun to look back on old pictures and be like, that's still cute and cool. We would wear that. We would cut that. We would do that. This is a time often that we weren't cutting our own stuff. This wasn't always our own designs. A lot more curated at this time. And now 20 years later with the brand, it's sweet to be able to be like, it truly is a completely different thing. We're producing our own amazing, unique pieces, and it's fun to watch it morph. But yeah, if I could get any of those back, I totally would. It would cut them again. Also my living room, I still have, I think, like everything in this picture. The painting on the mantle from like an estate sale, still love it. I think it's at headquarters right now. That table is still, I think, at headquarters. That mannequin is in my closet. Like all classic things that are still fun and cool. But yeah, this is like a Christmas time pop-up at my house. And I remember this was the biggest pop-up we had to date. I think we had like 114 people. I think I still remember the amount of people. And I think like 114 people show up. And it was literally like, it was like the biggest deal in the world. I was like, we've made it. 114 people showed up. This is it. Let's go. And it was a fun, really sweet party too. This was the first time that we ever filled up a bin. And we would pull into the back. Still to this day, when we drive by the certain post office by our old house, our kids are like, I remember we would fill up the packages there. And like, that is the spot. And this was the first time, you can see in the shot, we filled up the whole bin. Another moment of like, oh my gosh, how are people finding out about this thing? This is amazing. Like, literally life made when we filled up the bin at the post office. But those were all orders packed and shipped from literally our kitchen, living room. And yeah, big time moment, fill in the bins. This was the worst. Not really, and that sounds rude. It was just, I was like hungry and I wanted people to know about CJLA, and I was willing to pop up anywhere. Like, I remember this was a 3-day weekend. I think you can see like half of Caitlin's face in it. Caitlin was one of the gals that OG helped me do pop-ups. I think it was just me and Caitlin at this. 3 days with 3 pop-ups, 3 locations, and a U-Haul. Me and Caitlin. I'm driving the U-Haul. I would like drive the U-Haul. And we would unload and set up a store every day. I mean, I'm like, we're great. I don't even know how we did it. But this one was a school Christmas boutique. And I was just like, yeah, I would say yes to everything. I was like, yes, anywhere we can go for you to find out about CJLA. And this one was, I mean, you can see the picture. It was a rough location. It was like in the back corner of like a weird gym building at the school. I mean, I think we actually sold stuff, and it was a good sale, but I remember just trying to make this place aesthetically interesting, and it was probably one of the biggest challenges. It was just bad, but I made it work. Navy on Caitlin's head. This is when like our guest room became another packing and shipping room. I remember so many sweet crew members helping at the time of just like working in, I mean, this is kind of what it looked like to work at CJLA at that time. It was in our house, it was in our world. There was like children in the mix, and Kate was awesome. A fun OG, very early time of CJLA, but I love that pic of Navy on her head. And then Navy working at CJLA. It's pretty fantastic. I think she has thought that she has worked at CJLA since she was 2, but I mean, low-key, she kind of has. This is her at our like checkout desk. I think I also still have this desk somewhere. I'm like, where is that? We should find that. I like that. But yeah, she's just kind of part of the ride, part of the mix. Probably why she thinks that, you know, it's like Navy Jean, Navy May, LA. And then basics. This is basics. We're still selling these basics. This is the same pieces, same cuts, cut in new ways. We're cutting new, different bodies, but that same special fabric, still done, made in LA. Another pop-up at a friend's house who I was like, hey, Kristen, can I do a pop-up at your house? I'll trade you some pieces, and if I can throw a party at your house. And she was like, absolutely. So she was a sweet spread the word, another shot from that same time. I still love, it's still the point of CJLA, just helping women feel comfortable and beautiful, helping someone find the perfect fit on them. And I maybe was helping someone tie a jacket here. I don't know. That jacket's cute, that plaid little action. I'm like, maybe I still have that in the mix. It's a good one. And then these are handwritten notes. We would pack and ship all our orders, and every order had a little handwritten note in it. And I still wish we could do that today, but it would be crazy. When we talked to our warehouse, I was like, we want to put handwritten notes on our orders. And they were like, that's crazy. We can't do that. So we're like, okay, we're going to have to connect in other ways and do other fun goodies, little inserts and little things. But that's OG. Those are handwritten notes on every single order coming out of here. And I think maybe that's what events are for now. It's like our kind of fun connect in that way. Another package, little bundle of packages. This is also very big time. We also have construction going on in the background, which it was like construction zone and packing and shipping CJLA and pop-ups. Again, I don't really know how, but we made it happen. We did it. This is another friend's house pop-up, another friend in Studio City. This is the 3-day marathon weekend that we had done 3 pop-ups in 3 days. And I remember when we finished this one, I was like, we have accomplished much. We have literally moved the world around 3 times. Like racks and racks, like 20 racks rolling into houses, rolling up and down, like 2 people setting up, like little cray. Set up a store with 2 people and like open it up, tear it down. Yeah, we made it work. So fun to look back, grateful for, I mean, that is just like a tiny tidbit of little moments over time. Like I said, the OG shop is not even in there. I don't even know if we had, like, were cameras made then? It was so long ago. Just kidding. But there's just so many sweet memories. I have loved all the stages and iterations of it, and I'm just so grateful for what it is today. And it's because of y'all. It's because of the community that is here, and I'm so grateful for you guys. So thanks for being a part of it. And also curious, does anyone remember any of these memories? Do you remember, did you attend any of these pop-ups? Do you know whose houses these are at? Were you at these? I'm curious to know, how long have you been with CJLA, and who told you about it? Thank you guys for watching. If you want more fun content behind the scenes and all the deets at CJLA, hit the subscribe button below and you won't miss out on anything.